time for Live Now with Dr. Carmen Harra. The show offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions. And now, here's Dr. Carmen Harra.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Live Now. I'm Carmen Harra, so excited to be with you every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific time on KMET 1490, affiliated to ABC Radio. What a wonderful station. I've been so happy and honored to be part of this team of people. I'm grateful to Bill. I'm grateful to Jason, my producer. You guys are amazing. And today we will try to talk a little bit about what's happening in the world. Like we try to evaluate the future of the world, because no one can actually deny that we are passing some turbulent times. We see this natural disaster. I live in Florida, an hour and something away from me. People were like in such a terrible situation. You know, the flooding, the winds, 150 miles an hour. I mean, I've been through Hurricane Irma that hit us directly in my area in 2017. I lived the hurricane in 2004 in Florida. So yeah, I'm a Florida resident, back and forth from my homes to New York and Florida. But I tell you, all these natural disasters that are getting worse, because this hurricane actually was the worst in the last 100 years. So as you can see, natural disaster, protest, war, political unrest are sweeping the globe, and the fear of all of this expanding and getting worse. And as we watch everything unfolding, whether it's on TV or we really live this in person, like me living in Florida, the disaster, we are left with this very uncomfortable question about our future. And the question is, where are we going? Will we be okay? Because humanity is passing through a state of chaos. Sometimes we say that chaos is necessary. We have to go through something like this to evolve, to progress. And humanity has been going through chaos numerous times in the past. And we know that we'll emerge, stronger, and will emerge forever in a way altered from this ordeal. But the question is, what's next? Where are we going from here? Because everybody is speaking about their concern. Everybody has some form of anxiety about tomorrow, and rightfully so, because the system, all this system that we've been establishing, our man-made laws or our system, are losing the stability and are becoming, I should say, less functional than ever. So we understand in a way that things are kind of coming to an end. I found so significant the change in a monarchy, like a system of government that's coming to an end, and yet, and you might say probably not, because there's the new king, but I am very tempted to contradict everybody who think the monarchy is going to be the same the way it used to be for such a long time. But we detect this tremendous change, this incredible upheaval, but we can't pinpoint how it's going to be and what's going to happen. We're not sure. So since the dawn of time, our world has been run by a handful of people who have commanded our destinies. We've been controlled, and we got used to be controlled. And probably you might say, well, we need to be controlled because we always need leadership. Otherwise, what's going to happen in this world? But we've been controlled by leaders and political figures and different forms of government. But my opinion is that in the future, as the planet is going to all these crises, and then the crises will be the way we've never experienced before. Like everything seems to be worse than ever, and we're in that era in which it feels like everything is crumbling. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody. I don't want to sound negative, but I'm talking about literally about a powerful individual and structure that I really feel in a way are collapsing to give birth to something else. Exactly like there's a hurricane or an earthquake that is political. So our saving grace lies in acknowledging the totality of what's happening. I mean, we definitely have to admit that these developments are affected us, all of us, in the same manner. It doesn't matter you black and white. It doesn't matter you rich or poor. It doesn't matter you young or old. The universe is forcing us to find the common ground, that we are here to give and receive love, to assist each other, to fulfill our higher purpose. So this is something that we have to agree. You cannot disagree on this one. And you also cannot disagree that there's an era that seems to come to an end. And the ancient teaching talks about a dark era for the last 6,000 years, called a season in the cosmic year, and called by the ancient teaching the Kali Yuga, the era of darkness. And it's followed by another 6,000 years, which is the era of light, the era of the golden Yuga. So the next 6,000 years are the years of peace. And you might say, well, I cannot see any of this coming, because this era of negativity, hypocrisy must come to an end according to all of this teaching, calculations, and way of looking at the future of the world. And we are entering, as I said, an era that will last for a long period of time. It's another season in the cosmic year. Is that like we have 4 seasons during 1 year of the earth of the sun has 26,000 years divided by seasons of 6,000 years. So now finally, the human race reaches a peak in growth. And now we're finally moving to the next phase of evolution, because we are actually equipped with a superior level of experience. You are equipped with something that has never happened, a sort of a complex, incredible complexity of our understanding of things. So we developed this world. The world as it exists now, the dark world, I think in the future will be just a memory, exactly like we have memories of wars, the First World War. We have memories, of medieval era. We remember things. But the very moment humanity comprehend what's happening, and collectively, the collective mind of humanity is understanding that we are joining forces, that life on earth needs to change and change collectively. We stand on the edge of incredible planetary transformation when we acknowledge that. And during which I think in this era, we will recognize the reality of who we are and emerge into that light of knowledge. And imagine for a second humanity emerging in the light of knowledge and acknowledging everything that's happening. What a shift, We used to say that whatever you project into your mind and you will actually experience in the real world, and you want to change your life, you change your thinking. If humanity changes the thoughts, the process of creating reality, then we will see a total different life on earth, way opposite than what we're seeing right now. Is it possible? Absolutely. But the key to our power and the key to achieving this is acknowledge that we are all one and part of this divine world. And we are in the same time, in the same level, all of us equally part of this divine world. If we believe this statement for a second, we can achieve things we never thought before. And we will be granted power we never dream of. So isn't that fascinating? The moment you believe, it's all about in the belief system. You change your life by changing your beliefs. In the last 6 billion years, every planet and every satellite in our system made sort of a lot of rotation, all to reach that perfect alignment. So planets align, we are not aligned, but the moment we will be aligned, and it's going to happen. And this alignment, the planetary alignment, will happen soon. And this is one of the reasons we see more energy. The sun is brighter, is more powerful. And planets around appear lighter, warmer, in addition to affecting the solar system with energy. So that's why everything seems so alive. And this bright energy increases the level of intelligence. It enters out in our body. And what it does, the light activates the DNA. We all speak about the light, the healing through the light, the power of the light. And when it activates our DNA, it enlightens our minds. and it sparks us to take a step forward. So in the same time, it's also escalate tension, exactly like it's a process. Exactly when the body tries to heal, the body it makes an effort. So imagine what's happening to us, like we are a one body, and that we escalate this, at the level of economy, religious, social, words, in the politics, in everything. We see escalation of tension in a way. Now our planet is also raising its vibration, and that seems to be like a liberation. And it's the way we move through the galaxy. Earth is entering a great field of vibration that will change human DNA, as I said, allowing us to live longer lives. And that's also impossible. We have a hard time comprehending we can live 150 years or 200 years. Is that possible? Absolutely. And it will happen. My first book that I wrote 20-something years ago, Everyday Karma, I speak about all of this, and especially I mentioned the fact that humanity will live longer lives. And during this time, we will finally understand what it is to honor our life, what it is to honor the divine. It's like, in a way, coming back to the ancient teaching that happened thousands and thousands before entering the era of the darkness. Now, the moment humanity reaches unity with the world of the spirit, that is the moment of the true reality. That is the moment when we will take a new meaning and a new significance on everything that happens to us and everything that we are. We're entering, as I said, an era in which the cosmic cycle of darkness is ending, as I said, for a period of, so it's ending whatever happened in that period of time. And the prospect sounds kind of promising. And I'll go a little bit on detail about exactly what will happen. And I'll give you my insight. I think I'm an intuitive person. I believe in the power of the mind to be intuitive. And I think all of us, we have that intuition. Some of us are not using it. Though intuition does exist, there is one of the ability of the brain. So that's why I like making prediction, because they have a psychological effect, and especially making good ones. Though nowadays you cannot really anticipate anything great happening in the next couple of weeks or years, because we are going through this turbulence. But the same holds true to our world. That prediction can happen if you actually take action. And the same thing holds true in order to improve the quality of life on Earth. So we need to take action. We do need to feel strong that humanity is emerging, from this turbulent time stronger than ever, and having learned lessons, because everything that's happening for us is learning a lesson. We're going to end this era and entering an era that is called the era of light. You heard about this. Many people speak about the Enlightenment era, the era of the Aquarius, the era of 11, which 11 means enlightenment, if you understand the Pythagorean concept. So we are going there. And we are done with this transition in 2033. And I tell you, from there on, our future is way brighter. We still have some difficult years, but from there on, I think you will see a tremendous transformation for better in the world. If you want to talk to me about it, call me. This is a calling show, 951-922-3532, 951-922-3532. And we can talk about your concerns and everything you feel about this. And I'm having a caller, so I'm going to take a short call, and then I'm going to take a short break. And for you guys, feel free to call in, and we will talk in a minute. But I'll take the first caller. I think it's Gabriela. How are you, my dear?
Hi, Carmen. Gabriela here from Bucharest.
Hi, beautiful. Thank you for calling me. I'm so excited to speak with you.
Yeah, I have goosebumps just by listening to you. And I read your last post on Facebook, Believe It to See It. And I just love that.
Right.
So today I'm appealing to your intuition.
Yes.
Because the last time, or the first time we talked in Bucharest, you told me about my father. You mentioned Theodora, and my father's name is Theodor.
Right.
And I feel very guided and blessed and grateful, and a lot of love in my life.
Beautiful.
But I'm still questioning about who this guy is or will be.
So you're questioning about your private life?
Yes, my love life.
Your love life. So right now you are single?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't think you're going to be single in the next 5 months or probably 8 months approximately. It's hard to pinpoint 100%. Time is very hard to get. We're flexible when it comes to time, but it's not longer than approximately 8 months. I do have intuitively the feeling that you want to be in a good relationship with somebody around your age. And the name that comes in my head is Daniel, Dan, something like that. Is a person who's very dynamic, very hardworking, very kind and sweet. And it's exactly having the feeling of finding your match, of finding somebody who's uh, complimenting you. So that's going to be a great feeling for you. So I know that the universe supports this for you. So I know that this is going to happen. I want you to do everything to participate in making it happen. Do you understand what I mean by this?
Okay.
So participating means I'm not staying in the house all the time. If I want to meet somebody, I need to go out. I need to do everything in my power to connect with this person who's actually part of my fate, or something that I'm supposed to experience. But something's meant to happen. That something will happen. No matter, but you don't have to block it. Some of us, we tend to become negative, we self-destruct, and we don't participate in allowing things to become our reality. So there must be a reason you're calling me, because you're calling me for me to open the door of your mind towards this person. And the moment we do that, I want you to say, well, I will do everything in my power to find this person. I will do everything I need to do. And it's not a big deal. Just go to events, go out with friends, try to even travel, because this is the way you're going to meet this person. This person will come into your life, but it will not come if you lock yourself in the house and don't go anywhere. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I'm entering a personal year 3, and my destiny number is also 3. So,
well, it means that you have a point in your destiny when when things coincide like this, when your personal year coincides with your divine codification, it means that is a turning point in your destiny. So whenever there is a point in destiny, it means you are really going through a major life experience. And 3 is associated with the planet Jupiter, which is the most benefic planet. Actually, 3 is considered to be one of the luckiest number. Think of all the big celebrities in Hollywood, from Jennifer Lopez, even Hillary Clinton, people, big names, in politics that are number 3. People that are number 3 are people who are very balanced, very stable. They will definitely have a wonderful, how should I say, a wonderful private life. Trinity, the triangle, the mother, father, child, the marriage is symbolizing an element of the 3. And I want you to wear, if you want, number 3. Do you come to my seminar on October 16th?
Not registered yet.
If you register, I'll give you free one of my bracelet that has all the numbers and has number 3. Because and that's a beautiful bracelet, and I'll give you as a gift. If you're part of the seminar, just mention that to my assistant, Emmanuel, and tell him that I'm giving you this gift if you're part of the seminar, because I want to entice you to wear number 3. And I can even give you in the future, but I have to find a way of sending it to you, a pyramid. I have a wishing pyramid that's like a necklace. And you open the pyramid and you put your wish inside. And I want you to use it as a way of empowering the mind. And so that's a piece of jewelry that the pyramid opens, and you put your wish inside of finding the person you love, And believe it or not, our wishes are always granted if we center the mind towards the thing that we dream of and we desire. That's why, since we are kids, we have dreams. And our dreams, in many cases, translate into reality because the mind will manifest the dream. So that what the pyramid does has that power of helping you and manifesting what you desire about the person in your life.
Okay, what I did is I started taking some dance classes, like bachata and salsa, and I met a guy there, funny enough, and he's born on December 1st, and I'm born on December 21st, so we are both Sagittarius. He's younger, like 7 years younger, but he's very sweet and kind, and I don't know,
give me your birthday and his birthday. Let's do this.
So, 1st of December, 1993.
December 1st, 1993 is him?
Yes, and I'm 21st of December, 1986.
So you December 21st?
Yes, 1986.
86 or 96?
86.
86, okay. So you December 21st, so you have 336. Wow. You not only have 3, you have 3 times 3. So you 12 is 3, 21 is a 3, your numerology is 3. Let me see. So he's 12 is a 3 plus 1, that's a 4, and plus 1993, which is a 4. So he's a number 8. So he's not a 3, he's a number 8. Did you calculate it this way?
Yeah.
So he's an 8. That 8 gives him longevity, power, financial stability. He's a guy who very smart. He can make money. You complement each other. So what happens is that you have 3 and 6. You are very limited in numbers. So you have a lot of missing numbers. So your numbers are 3 and 6. You don't have any other number from 1 to 9. He brings you 1, he brings you 4, he brings you 8. So he brings you numbers that you are missing. So when we see things like this, we see a very complementary relationship. So your relationship is extremely powerful because you guys complement each other. So where do you stand with him? Are you seeing him all the time? Are you excited to be with him? What's the situation with him?
Yeah, he's taking me out tomorrow. He said he found a nice restaurant. We're going to a movie. And he kissed me.
That's
actually.
That means you take action. That means, okay, you decide on being with him. You embark on being with him. You're excited about being with him.
And he brought me a flower yesterday. Yes, behind the whole dancing class. I was so, I don't know.
Oh, my God. I love it. And I'm so glad you do. You see me dancing all the time. I'm so crazy about all this Spanish music and all the Zumba things. I'm doing that all the time because it keeps you, it releases the endorphins in the brain and it keeps you young and vibrant and it's very good for the health. So I'm glad you're doing it.
His name is Vladimir, and I think it also means being powerful or being a leader or something like that.
That's true. It's so funny. I do mention someone else. I won't be surprised if in your life will come another person. And if that happens, then we will pick again. But for now, go for this opportunity of being with somebody who's very lovely, who cares about you. He's a very smart, down-to-earth guy. Though he's young, but he knows what he wants. He's wonderful. This can has the potential of being something very good for you.
The problem is that I'm very in love with another Sagittarius. I told you last time he's born December 1st, 1999.
December 1st, the same 99?
The same 1st of December, 1999.
The same day and month like this other one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
This one, you have a strong chemistry, but this one, I don't think he knows what he wants,
Yeah, but I love him like crazy.
I know, because there's connection, there's chemistry, there's attraction. is way more powerful. But you have to look long terms whether this guy can. Did I mention him to you before, like you're going to be with him?
Not really.
No, because I feel the same way right now. I don't have, that's why I even mentioned, I don't think I ever had a feeling of this is your guy. I really believe that he's just a test. He's temporary in your life. And I'm more convinced that the other one, as life partner, he's way better for you. And so think about it. Okay, my Gabriela. Thank you so much for calling, my love.
And can I have one last question? Because I'm an engineer and I really want to work as a coach. Can I make that happen?
Good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but I'm also bipolar, and this is getting in my way because I get too excited.
Bipolar week, I can help you fix that. It can be, we can balance those coracolamine in the brain, and you can get better. I can help you with that.
Okay, we'll keep in touch then. Thank you so much for your time.
I love you, Gabriela. Thank you for calling me. And you guys, I'm going to take a short break and be with you in a minute. Hello, everybody. I'm Carmen Harra on KMET Radio 1490. So excited to be with you today and to talk about how prediction open a portal in your mind. Because everybody wants to know what's going to happen. Everybody wants to know what's going to happen in the world. And reality is that a prediction are made since the dawn of time. They open something in the potential of the mind. When you are told that something good is going to happen, you start to take action to make that reality happen. That's why I always made a statement even before that. The prediction is like working with the universe, and it requires accessing the divine within yourself. But either way, prediction can help you anticipate and prepare for unexpected. Sometimes a prediction is to prevent something. And we must remember that our choices are never as powerful as our destiny. We used to say free will is floating. We have the free will, but it's floating. But faith is perfect. So free will is floating and faith is perfect. So in the end, what was meant to be always finds a way of coming back. What is meant to be is always finds a way of becoming reality. People in my life have always asked me, why do I make predictions? Because there's a psychological component into this. Usually people asking me, do you see me with somebody? I mean, things that are bugging him. They want to know where they're gonna go. So I use three ways that I combine. I combine the psychology, that is the most solid element, and I blend it into my intuitive mindset. It's my intuition, my psychology training, and also I use this ancient concept of numerology because it works with the frequencies, with energy. So when I put all of this together, I get a resolution for a person. But making a prediction doesn't mean I have the magic wand, or doesn't make me necessarily a clairvoyant, because I don't think I am any of this. I'm just somebody who believes in intuition and believes in the power of the mind to change things around. Actually, I have a seminar on October 16, and all I talk is about how to manifest everything you desire by using specific techniques. It's going to be a very interesting topic, and I hope you guys are going to come. You can register with my assistant, Emmanuel. You can write me an email at Carmen Harra, and I'll help you. I'll guide you how to participate. But seeing something negative is a reminder that you need to alter something. Can go the wrong way. Now, I'm going to go to the next caller, but I want to give you a little bit of a hint in 2-3 words where I think the world is going. And this is just my vision, how I envision the world. And I hate sometimes to say something that doesn't sound so bright or so positive, but I want to be realistic. So I did predict this war in the Ukraine way before it happened. Actually, since last year, I said that 2022 is defined by two people, Putin and the Queen of England. These are the two people that people will pay attention to during 2022. And Putin, what is he going to do? He wants to gain more territory. He has a plan. He sees it didn't work his way, which I also anticipated is not going to work his way, and it's not going to work his way to the end. But he will try to go, and take other territory. There's a danger with Moldova. There's a danger that exists with Georgia, Finland. So there are other countries, Poland, even in a way Romania, that might feel pressure and danger. Will he succeed? No. And he will no longer be president. I don't know how long it will take. It's hard to anticipate the time. But I think for whatever he did here, there is a karmic payment. So we pay what we call karma, which is the law of restitution, not a punishing law, but it just makes justice. So also what's going to happen, humanity comes together when it comes to leadership. We're going to see a ruling system like papacy, presidency, dictatorship, monarchy that are very tested during this time. And to me, the death of the Queen of England signals the beginning of the end of the monarchy. I always saw for the last 20-something years Prince William being the last king of the British monarchy. I don't think the system will continue. I don't think we'll see problems in presidency. Now, 300 years, we didn't have presidents. Are we going to continue to have presidents, or will we find other form of leadership? We'll see. The religion is in trouble. Are we going to continue to go on the same path, or are we going to create a new religion, which we did 2,000 years ago? And through centuries of evolution, we always come up with something different. We're at that crossroads when we need change. Now this world is in a state of disarray, and we are trying to seek the right direction. We're trying to, we see a lot of protests, and people try to expand this protest all over the globe because people are in the streets continuing and will continue to express their suffering, their problem, their inability to pay their bills. So for that, new laws will pass to reduce the power of leaders of the world. They kind of reestablish a new order. I believe a lot of people talk about the new order in a negative sense. I do think that you'll be surprised to see that things might work way better and in a different way. Also, a lot of changes that have to do with the monetary system, a lot of changes with the economy. We go into a recession, unfortunately. It's necessary also. We create a new monetary system in the future. It's interesting that nowadays people have a hard time paying bills, paying their mortgages. But with all these changes in the monetary system, some people might not pay mortgages anymore. That's good news. And it's interesting that 22 is the year of the tiger, according to the Chinese. And the year of tiger is a tiger of the water, is passion, boldness, is about going big and going home. And this year, is a time of intense emotion, a time of decision till February of the next year. So the tiger is known as power, tendency to do everything at a larger scale, and that's why we experience what we experience. Now, as I said, economy, financial market are not really improving. Issues are way bigger than we acknowledge. So I do believe that there are major changes when it comes to the monetary system. We go more towards electronic currency, condensing banks into a bigger bank. So yeah, it's a lot to talk about here. And the natural disaster that I speak about for years and years, they worse than ever. And we see this whatever happened in Florida. All these hurricane, earthquakes that are coming, there's a lot of volcano disaster, all of this, more flooding than ever, because the planet's rotation is kind of changing the global temperature. It is harder to anticipate where it's going to be hot, where it's going to be cold. It's like all this fluctuation. Now, we can talk about, on and on about what's going to happen in the world. It might take me 10 shows. and I feel I will never finish, but a lot of brilliant discoveries in the medical field, the feminine energy we see coming back in power. Britain has a woman vice president. We have America has a woman vice president. We see that. I think the DNA is expanding in complexity. The old narrow belief in a religion will shift into a broader sense of spirituality. The future of medicine, the healing through the different form of therapy, not cutting the body like before, healing at the cellular level, many discoveries, traveling in space. I speak about this for more than 25 years. Actually, 25 years ago, I was on a TV show on Fox, and I was asked, where is any danger of the world going to war? And I said, the only country in the world that represent danger for the future of the world is Russia. And I have that tape. I'm going to figure it out a way to take that kind of a tape down on an old system and put it in a new system so I can show the world how interesting the mind can perceive what's next for the next 30, 40 years. But we'll utilize more the capacity of the brain. I'm going to go to my caller. I think it's Maria. Hi, Maria. How are you, my love?
Hello, Juana Maria at the phone. I'm very, very happy to talk with you. I'm very happy. Yes.
How can I help you, my beautiful one? I love you. You are my favorite person on earth.
Yes, I love you too. You are so wonderful. There is so much wisdom and so much information and so much things that we can do and advices that we can use in all parts of our life, personally, with the heart, in every situation. You can help us. And
where are you right now, my love? Which country? You're in Germany right now?
Yes, I'm in Germany right now. Yes.
Okay. Yes. So tell me, how can I help you? What are your questions for me?
The question today, it is, I'm seeing, and I cannot understand why, I'm starting to be little, I know that everything will happen, but I'm a little impatient with selling my house and my dentistry, because two person or two families said they will call, maybe they will come to see this in the weekend. One familia Fenzel, one familia Deer, but they didn't come, they didn't call. I didn't know. The question is, should I do something more? It's something that I'm missing or I'm not doing, maybe, or can I help the situation?
Follow up with these people who need to give you a very clear. They cannot deceive you and tell you, yes, we're coming, we're doing it, and they're not doing it. So you have to have a straight answer from them. Are they interested? If they are, they have to come forward. So you have to be a little bit more straightforward with these people. Don't let them keep you on hold. You don't want to be put on hold. You need to know exactly where you stand with these people. And also be open to other people, because I feel like other people might come in. You understand? So it doesn't limit to anything that you understand. So open the door to other possibilities, what I recommend.
But the thing is that private, there are only these two families, and there are some agency, immobilian agency. I can talk. Maybe I can make some contracts with them. So they came to me. They present themselves. Now I only have to choose maybe one person. I don't know, because I was waiting to do it without these agencies, but as I'm seeing, it's not so easy, or maybe it's not at the right time. I don't know, and I don't want to lose something. So I was thinking maybe I can make some contract with these other persons, with this other agency.
Because agencies, they always know a lot of people. They have a higher interest. They get an interest, it's true, to the property. So you have to pay them something. But what I feel in your case, it will be worth to give it a try and see whether they can make it happen. I do believe they will make it happen right away for you. If you're with an agency, but don't give them an unlimited time. Some of them, they ask for 6 months to sell your property. Don't give them that. Give them 2-3 months. Limit the time of what they can do. You understand? So indirectly, you make them do it faster for you. So put a limit in the time that they request to sell. They usually request 6 months. But if you negotiate with them you indirectly let them know, I'm not giving you this for 6 months. I'm giving you the chance to sell my property for 3 months. And also negotiate on the amount of money that you're supposed to give to them. Does that make sense?
Yes, of course. Do you have a feeling there are a lot of persons which came to me? Do you have maybe a feeling who is better, or because everybody want to have, or almost everybody exclusive, contract. So
yes.
Then if I choose, then I have to go with one.
You have 2 agencies that are interested, that you can be in touch with them, and you need to choose between those 2. That's what you're asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you if you have a feeling, because today, for example, was a person, he was an older man. The last week was a person, was a younger man from the agency. Maybe you have a feeling for, can you feel something in this direction or not? It's a very difficult question. It's not.
No, I also feel like from the 2 families that you were supposed to sell, one is coming forward. And I think if you have a conversation, and also I always felt that you sell your property to a family that has children.
Yes.
So, and you said that they took a step back because of the bank.
Yes, maybe I have to call them and talk with them again.
They might get that. You know what I mean? So it's very possible that they might get that. So they might come back and saying we were able to sell that and get this done. You understand what I mean?
Yes. And I had a feeling maybe I have to call them and say, okay, the bank said this, but because the prices are going down, they are saying, so we wait. No, the prices are not going down. Maybe now for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, but after that, everything will be expensive.
Even if they give a feeling temporary of going down, later on, you might see the prices going up. So prices will escalate, again.
So I will not go down with my price. I will keep with my price.
Yes? This is 2022. We're in a different energy. We're in a different moment in time. So this is not going to happen.
And with the dentistry, again, to look some agencies, because there is nothing happening.
Definitely look for the agency. But keep me posted. I'll give you a free session. So call me anytime so we can look more into this, so that I can make sure that you got the right guidance and we make this happen, because I know that this is going to happen. It's just you have to know how to act, when to act, who to connect with, so we can introspect more and look more into every single detail.
Okay.
So call me anytime. You want to call me tomorrow, or tomorrow will be probably best for me, and call me and we can talk and see where we're going from here. I know for sure you will be able to finally sell both the dentistry as well as your home.
Yes. Okay, I will call them tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much. You are so wonderful, and thank you very much that you are here, and I had the luck to talk with you again.
I'm so grateful
I'm
that
very
you call
happy.
on the radio. That's always brilliant. Anytime you want, call me on the radio. I love you, my beautiful.
Me too. Love you. Bye. Have a
love
nice
you.
evening.
And I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be back in a minute. Back on KMET 1490, related to ABC Radio. I'm Carmen Harra with my show Live Now. We were talking about everything that's happening in the world and try to touch on so many aspects of our reality. And I want to tell you that a widespread change in the belief system is also happening. We are trying to come together in a common belief system. More so, people look at things in a different way nowadays. The old narrow doctrines of the religion, I think, will actually shift. And we see people looking at the concept of God and the divine in a way, deeper way, in a different way. People start to use their abilities to harness energy for the purpose of healing. People start to interact with each other to create positive changes in the future, the way they've never done it before. And as I said, this belief system is shifting for better, because we are what we believe in. We are the result of our belief, and we can never actually go beyond our beliefs. And for that reason, if you look into the future of the world, you see this future generation more knowledgeable. As much as we have probably having a hard time to see this, I'm very convinced that the future generation are more connected to Earth. The children of Earth, are returning to respecting the natural world, things that we lost lately. So we're going back in a way, as we're moving forward, we're going back to the way we used to live, to the way our grandparents used to live. People look for homes, having a garden, planting things. It's just a different mentality and a different way to try to heal the human body. I mean, if we go 100-something years ago, we didn't really have doctors. We didn't have this pharmaceutical industry, and we knew of 6 diseases and 12 ways of natural healing the body. Now we have 500-something thousands of drugs approved by the pharmaceutical, by FDA, by the pharmaceutical industry. So that's crazy. And we have so many diseases. We have 100 autoimmune disorders. I mean, what's happening to us in 100 years? We're becoming so sick. And we have so many forms of cancer. There's so much depression in the world. Why is that? And we need to snap out. We need to put an end to this and go back to the fact that, yes, the nature is our healing force. Of course, the medical field we need, and we need certain medication. But I do believe that there are many, many ways of looking at the medical field differently in the years ahead. Because I believe that the future of medicine actually lies in healing through nutrition, through healing your mind, balancing your energy field, healing at the cellular level. Remember, that's so significant to prolong the life of your cells. And this is the way we will reach, as I said before, 150 years, 200 years. Well, everybody's like scared of the idea of being so old. Is that if we're healthy, why not? So if you understand the integrity of the body as a whole and try to treat the body as a whole, we will get there easily. Now, embryonic stem cell produced through therapeutical cloning will be also integrating in the future therapies. Though some people are not very happy about that, but that might be used. And as I said, we'll travel in space, and the fact that we are able the other day, to hit a meteorite that was coming towards Earth and destroy it. So going back to the era of the dinosaurs, where something like this hit the Earth, that was the end of a civilization. But this time we have means to prevent that. We will have our own airplanes. We'll travel in space on their own. It's just incredible. It's like who would have believed we'll have our own cars? I really believe that there are lives in other galaxies. I really believe that the so-called aliens should not frighten us anymore, because they do exist somewhere. And it's okay to connect with other planets. It's okay to understand the universe differently, because we will utilize more the capacity of the brain. We will use interesting devices that we will figure it out, devices to connect to different dimensions. And in the realm of the continuous time. And I really believe we reach a point in which we can communicate with the 5th dimension and with the people that are no more alive. This may sound impossible. And a lot of the things I'm telling might sound impossible. Exactly when Jules Verne said we're going to fly in the air, that seemed a crazy idea. But as a result of these changes, life on Earth will be peaceful and harmonious in a number of years from now on. And I know it's hard to envision a world like this, but it will happen. And I'm Carmen Harra on KMET Radio. So excited to be with you and give you my take of the future of the world that is bright and positive. Much love and gratitude for listening to me all of this time on KMET, and I'm grateful for your time.
You have been listening to Live Now with Dr. Carmen Harra, heard every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And don't forget to check out the show's programmer podcast on the KMET Radio website.